Nice look at some paddle boarders over there. Certainly a popular activity to do here in San Diego. Over here at Liberty Station, I'm going to be starting my bike ride today, just across the water from the airport, San Diego International, and downtown. You can see there in the distance. It's a beautiful Memorial Day, early afternoon here. We're about to hit the bike trail, so why don't you come along with me. Liberty Station is a famous naval training area. Got plenty of displays to commemorate that. And just right across the way from those big cannons, got the big old American flag hanging down there, half-mast, of course, in response to some recent tragedies. As I said, we are in Liberty Station, just on the eastern edge of Point Loma. We're going to be riding along the harbor, kind of toward downtown. We're going to be checking out the waterfront, and really scenic ride, actually. And started off, we're about to ride across that bridge. Not that one there you see the cars on, but this kind of curved, arched one is a pedestrian bridge. And kind of fun to ride across, actually. And that's where we're heading now. Here we go. See if I can't get up a little momentum. Made it to the top. From here, earned ourselves a reward of a nice little downhill for a spell. Couple kind of tight turns. Up. And into one of my favorite parts of the ride, bridge area. Let's head on under. It's always been one of my favorite bike rides in town. Not just the kind of scenic waterfront location, nice alternative from the beach, which, you know, a lot of people come here for the beach, but when you live next to it, eventually you kind of get sick of riding your bike in the same place every day. So this is a nice alternative, kind of the harbor side over here near the airport. But, you know, get a couple cool things, some bridge crossings, under some, over some. Those are both pretty entertaining. You can't entirely escape the beach. There are a few small kind of faux beaches over here. I say faux because they don't technically attach to the Pacific, nor do they have waves, so you're not going to find anybody surfing over here. But as far as, you know, getting your feet wet, setting up a towel in the sand, that can be done over here as well. And instead of the Pacific, you get a nice view of all the rich fucks in their yachts. And there are so many of them here. It's insane how many very wealthy people dock their yachts in this area. A lot of money here, to say the least. Anyway, working our way over to the airport. You ever flown into San Diego? You've probably seen this intersection here. It's kind of the main entrance. Perhaps you've Ubered through it. Those distant skyscrapers starting to get a little less distant. Working our way towards them. Got some pretty cool little houseboats on this side too. Always kind of liked these style. Alright, about to hit the Embarcadero area on the western edge of downtown San Diego. Got a lot of cool ships here. This one I've never seen before. This is brand new. Look at this freaking thing. Giant crane on top. Hodor something. No, I've never seen this one here before. This is kind of a unique one. Not sure what they're doing in there. I see some canvas and stuff, like they're painting. Drunk guy. Man, look at that though. 5 freaking huge outboard motors. Definitely not outrunning whatever the hell that is. Man, that thing is cool. In fact, there are quite a few amazing ships here. This is the Maritime Museum, San Diego. Just a collection of crazy old boats. Looking at the Star of India right there, it's one of the oldest ships in the country that are still afloat. It was built in like the 1860s, went all around the globe, and recently was featured on an episode of Ghost Adventures. Off in the distance there, that pirate-looking ship is the HMS Surprise, and as such, was actually used in some of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Quite appropriately, right next to the Berkeley here, an old steamship. This ship was actually used to ferry passengers after the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco. It actually helped some people get to safety. This building you see here is also quite new. Looks to just kind of house a few restaurants. There's a Brigantine, not pictured there at the other side. We got a Miguel's, chain Mexican food, and something called Catch Grill and Taps, which looks like a pretty nice place. I'm sure the price reflects that, though. Ooh, getting mighty crowded down here as we get a little closer to downtown. Is that Chewbacca? Pretty sure he's spitting game to that chick right now. Yeah, right over here is where they do a lot of like boat tours and stuff. There's like whale watching, like harbor cruises and stuff like that. So a lot of people congregate here, line up and get ready for their boat tours. We're gonna kind of mitigate some of these crowds, take a little dirt path on this side. Try not to run anyone over. Now definitely finding some of the crowds. Midway usually brings them in. It's a pretty well-renowned museum in these parts. And not a bad one. I think it's only like 15 bucks to get into. Pretty well worth it. Plus you get all the cool shenanigans out front. All kinds of shops and little booths, street art, stuff like that. And right here on the other side, this pretty unique sculpture everybody loves to come out and take their photo next to. The famous kissing statue commemorated victory over Japan Day, post-World War II. Of course, nowadays it is well documented that that was a very unwelcomed and unprovoked kiss, which straddles the line of sexual assault these days. In fact, I think it goes right over the line, if I'm not mistaken. Nonetheless, tourists here love it. Everybody takes their selfie right here. Got some more little life-size sculptures over here. There's actually Bob Hope entertaining the troops over there, and they've got the actual recording from it you can listen to as you enjoy a nice view here on the waterfront. Worked our way to the edge of downtown. Beautiful day out here, that's for damn sure. A lot of construction going on right here. This is some pretty prime real estate. Definitely building some big projects here, that's new. And if you keep heading down in that direction, work your way down to Petco Park, baseball stadium, convention center and stuff, we're actually going to be heading off this way over towards Seaport Village. Hey puppy! Ah, no love. Another area real popular with tourists, a lot of places to eat, a lot of cool little shops and stuff, of course the nice location. A lot of good eateries here. The smell of that Ben and Jerry's is killing me. Goodness, that's probably why they got the longest line here. As you can see behind me, got one of the oldest beachfront carousels in the Southern California area. Possibly the oldest, though don't quote me on that. This thing is quite old, dating all the way back to 1895. Not in this location, has moved around a bit. But a pretty cool classic old carousel out here. I wonder if these things are original. They do look pretty old. Another look at the USS Midway. Done up for Memorial Day, and it's red, white, and blue. A lot of cool aircraft on top of there. A lot of cool stuff out front, too. It's a real nice place to just kind of walk around, bike around. I say I feel pretty bad for all these poor souls trying to find a parking spot here on a holiday weekend. Goodness. I don't care if it's a holiday or not. If you're trying to visit the waterfront area right next to downtown, do yourself a favor. Get an Uber. Better yet, rent a scooter, bicycle. Oh, goodness. And do what I'm doing. That way you don't have to deal with any of it. You can just kind of ride around. It's very bicycle friendly, very dog friendly. If you happen to have a dog as well, another good reason not to drive, but to walk around and get a little more personal with it. Woo, pretty good wind today. I am riding into the wind on the way back. So this is going to be a little more of a cardio workout, but I'm stretched. I'm ready. Let's do it. Today's adventure, I parked over here in Liberty Station, kind of over on the eastern edge of Point Loma. Now, like I said, I used to ride this an awful lot back when I lived in Ocean Beach, just kind of over the hill over here, just west of Point Loma. And from there, I could always just ride my bicycle from my apartment, head over here, do this ride a lot of times. Like I said, sometimes you get sick of riding around the beach. So, you know, you maybe want to head inland, do a little bit of a different route, head toward downtown, which is why Harbor Drive and the whole waterfront there, Waterfront Park, right across from the airport, got all the crazy ships and museums, you know, really scenic. And unlike downtown, where parking is borderline impossible, you'd be lucky to find a meter where you gotta pay by the minute. Here, there is free parking. There are a bunch of very big parking lots. And this is Memorial Day weekend, so it is pretty darn full. It wasn't real easy finding a spot, but nonetheless, I still managed to snag one. It wasn't that difficult. You can see the van there and the bicycle. And from here, kind of an insider tip, if you did want to make this same bike ride and check out downtown without having to worry about parking, maybe doing it on your bicycle, park here at Liberty Station, not have to worry about your car all day because it's free parking until, you know, pretty late at night. From here, you can hit that downtown Harbor Drive bike ride, which is very scenic, we just enjoyed, and check out what we're about to check out right now, the Liberty Public Market. Big public market square where they got shops, restaurants, all kinds of eateries, places to get beer, good local San Diego craft beer, the way we do it. So yeah, let's head on inside and check it out. Last time I came here, a lot of these little side stores were still pretty vacant, but it looks like they've leased up about all of them. Pretty much just a bunch of little shops and little boutiques. Of course, tons of food. About wrap things up. Memorial Day 2022 San Diego. Hope you enjoyed this little tour with me. Please, if you would, hit that like button. That would actually really help me out with the YouTube algorithm. But I appreciate you watching.